We continue to watch the verbal sparring between the U.S. and China that just keeps developing. Overnight, a senior Chinese official issued a rebuke of Mike Pence, calling the vice president a liar after he said yesterday that Beijing was suppressing American businesses and violating the rights of protesters in Hong Kong. Yesterday, Pence accused China of, quote, coercing corporate America by silencing companies, think tanks, scholars, and government officials. Mike Pence also criticized the NBA and Nike. Yahoo Finance's Jess Smith is live for us in D.C. with the reaction. Jess, what are people saying about Pence and then China's response to Pence?
There's been a lot of responses to it. You know, a lot of people on the Republican side of the aisle are saying that Pence is right, and even Democratic lawmakers are agreeing too. But we did hear from Adam Silver and Charles Barkley, who pushed back against Pence's speech. And the speech really just covered a lot of ground, from trade to, as you mentioned, the Hong Kong protest. And they also talked about the trade deal, saying that if the authorities were violent against the Hong Kong protesters, that making this trade deal would be more difficult. And negotiators are set to talk on the phone today, trying to hammer out phase one. So here's what Vice President Pence had to say about Hong Kong yesterday.
But nothing in the past year has put on display the Chinese Communist Party's antipathy to liberty so much as the unrest in Hong Kong. To the millions in Hong Kong who have been peacefully demonstrating to protect your rights these past months, we stand with you.
And as you also mentioned, he did lay into companies who he says are bending to the will of the Chinese Communist Party instead of standing up from democratic values. Dan?
Yeah, Jess, it's been interesting. Politicians using the NBA to score easy shots. There was Pence yesterday. Pence said that the NBA was acting, quote, like a wholly owned subsidiary of the authoritarian regime in China. And then, of course, 2 days ago, we had Senator Ted Cruz talking to our editor-in-chief, Andy Serwer, and he took a shot at the NBA. What do you make of that? I mean, now it's like D.C. is climbing aboard, and this story, the NBA and China, just will not go away.
Yeah, it's not going away, and we're hearing from lawmakers on just really across the political spectrum on this. We've heard from AOC and Ted Cruz, and then Congressman Mike Gallagher. I mean, there's a slew of lawmakers who are all saying that American companies should not put profits over democratic values.
All right, good stuff, Jess, and we'll check back in with you soon. Have a great weekend.
You too.
Hey investors, Zach Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.